Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye Spinach. He's the tranquil dart of Ringside Society and Delaware's greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second quarter, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go, catch him if you can. Said his name Anna. Now they love him in Japan. The worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And our special guest tonight is a man who's making a name for himself in the world of professional wrestling. He is a graduate.
I think I'm losing you.
Spears and Tyler Breeze, and favorite alumni guests like Avery Bro, Cameron Walker, Cameron Stewart, Stacey Ellis, the Space Cowboy, and Eli Perez. He is the God of Swag, Austin Phoenix.
How's everyone doing? That was a hell of an intro. Appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, we're doing fine over here. I know Rob is doing fine. He's rocking that Cobra Kai hoodie. Rob, no fights, okay? Don't go picking fights with people. You know. But yeah. Yeah, but thank you very much for, taking time out of your schedule to be on this show. I know that, you got a lot going on,
yeah, of course.
With your career and whatnot, but really truly appreciate it.
Of course, it's an honor to be on here.
Yeah. So first off, I gotta say, man, congratulations. You are now a part of Return of the Indies 22 by Valderix Games, the wrestling game that has the biggest roster. And guess what, folks? It's with real indie wrestlers. Yes, real life. Not no made-up person, although, hey, I thought Starman was a pretty impressive fictional character. No, you have real indie wrestlers that are doing the damn thing in the ring. So I got to say, I tip my hat off to you. That's an accomplishment, and I hope there's many more with that for you in the near future as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was a childhood dream, honestly. To be in a video game, like, that's insane. Like, I still can't wrap my hand around it.
Yeah, I gotta try to get James on here. I gotta hit him up because it's stuff like that that just raises morale. Like I'm sure you've been watching wrestling long enough to remember back in the day when if you weren't WB, you weren't nothing. You didn't get really any recognition. You didn't get to be an official character in a video game. All that. I mean, you could have been one, but it would have been a creative wrestler. But now you got Valderix Games. They have the Return of the Indies. And it's not just, wrestlers, it's promoters and promotions, real actual promotions.
Yeah, they got referees, announcers, promotions. It's honestly a really cool concept.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow. And then I don't know if you heard about this one, but there's one by this other company called Virtual Basement, which is called the Wrestling Code. And they have people like Enzo Amore in there. Yeah. So that's a great. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think actually, Turk and Knight is actually going to be in this game. I forget what his new name for the Indies is, but I think he's actually going to be in this game.
Wow, that's cool.
That's cool to be in a video game with half of heavy machinery.
Yeah, but in all honesty, I'm glad. I'm very grateful for those two games coming out. To me, that raises morale. It makes people want to stay in more. It gives them motivation to keep on moving forward with the wrestling career. And I for one know, seeing different industries, it's never good to have one particular outlet, that being WB. And I'm not trying to bash WB, but a monopoly is never good for an industry because that could kill an industry. So I'm glad to see like there's so many outlets and so on for y'all to get more recognition because y'all deserve it, man. I mean, I've seen some of y'all. Rob is a referee, so Rob he's seen what y'all do in the ring up close. I've seen y'all live as a fan. And y'all deserve the recognition, man. Shoots, why not?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I gotta ask, man. Before because we're gonna try and make this quicker. We know you got other things to do, so I'm just asking probably 3 or 4 questions. Then we're gonna have Rob's gonna ask his 3 or 4, and then we're gonna kind of we know you got some prior engagements or prior commitments to attend to, so we're not gonna be those guys and keep you. So my first
Okay.
question I gotta ask, man, ask everybody, what was the event or the pay-per-view that made you become a fan of professional wrestling? What dragged the god of swag in?
Oh, that's a hard one. My first memory of wrestling was I was really, really young, and my grandpa. I remember my mom didn't want me and my brother, to watch it because she always thought we'd try to recreate it. But one day, my grandpa sent me in front of the TV, and he had wrestling on, and ever since then, I've been glued to it. Like, you could not get me away from wrestling. But one of the first events I actually remember watching was SummerSlam with the custody of Dominic Rey Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio's custody ladder match with Eddie and Ray. I mean, that was probably one of the very first events I remember watching. And still, I can't believe they did a custody match to this day.
Oh man, that was a very good storyline told by two
Two
great
greats, yeah.
wrestlers, not just Mexican wrestlers, but two of the best. And
Of course,
man,
yeah.
R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero, we miss you, bro. Like we miss you. Oh man, it's not. But yeah, that was a great. You know what's all? You know what would be funny? And I'm convinced I could write this stuff. Obviously, Shaul Guerrero's a wrestler now too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's taken a bit of a hiatus, but it would be kind of funny if they played around with the idea that they're actually like half brother and half sister or something like that, or just made fun of it on TV. That would be kind of cool. That would
That
be
would
kind of a cool concept.
I would almost bring it full.
Yeah.
Be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. But you came in at the right time. 2000, that was 2005.
Yeah, I
So
think.
John Cena just won his first title. Oh yeah.
Yep. It's crazy. That was so long ago, but it feels just like yesterday.
Yeah, trust me. I feel old, so yeah. So did you ever get to go to like any of the WWE events in person, any wrestling events in person before becoming a wrestler, or
Um, I can't remember what my first event was, but I used to anytime like they came to town, I would go. And then as I got older and started working, like around 15, when I started working and making my own money, I started saving up. And I went to my first pay per view. It was Clash of Champions 2016 at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And then I finally saved up more and then ended up going to WrestleMania 33, 34, 35. I had a ticket for 36, but then the pandemic happened and then I went to 37. And then, yeah.
okay, awesome. So now you've been to like 3 or 4, I guess three consecutive WrestleManias. What
Yeah.
was what now? How did your journey go from wrestling fan who attends numerous wrestling events to the god of swag, Austin Phoenix? How'd you end up going to like flatbacks and all that stuff? Because y'all are definitely impressing. Y'all are impressing me too. Because I'm like, and you know what? It started. You probably met him before. It started with Cameron Stewart teaming with another tag team that we had on the show, TSF from the Nightmare Factory, and the motivation he had. We knew about TSF because we had them on, but Cameron had a game face on him, and his motivation matched. And I'm like, who is that guy? I want him on the show. We got him on the show. And then
Yeah.
we found out we had 2 other tag team partners, Avery Bro and Cameron Stewart. And then Cameron Stewart, no, I mean Cameron Walker. Sorry, Cameron
Yeah.
Walker. Then Cameron Walker and Avery Bro mentioned. They mentioned the Space Cowboy Stacey Ellis, and then he has another tag team partner. And I'm like, wow, like it's just one big chain of events. But
Yeah,
yeah,
me and Cameron actually
go ahead.
started at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah, and
cool.
I've trained with Avery a couple times. I've trained with Cameron Walker a couple times as well. I haven't trained with Stacy yet, but I've met him a couple times. All super super cool people. But to answer your
Yeah,
question, um, wrestling was always it was always the thing I knew I wanted to do. So when I turned 18, I started saving up some more money because I wanted to move from Indianapolis to Orlando to start training. And then some stuff ended up happening and I did delay it a year. But then 2019, I finally moved down here. I sent in the deposit for flatbacks and then the pandemic hit and that got delayed. So around July 2020 is when my class officially started, and the rest is history from there.
wow, that's cool. And you've been doing pretty well for yourself. I saw some clips of you on Instagram, man. You chop them guys hard, man. I'm like, geez, man. You chop
Yeah,
them guys with a hey, Rob, I don't envy you in your training, man. That's all you. If that's what I gotta take in training, nah, I'm good. You could take all man, I seen you chop some guys. I'm like, I think it was Cameron Walker or somebody.
yeah,
It was on Instagram. And
yeah.
I'm like, geez, man.
That was for a promotion called ARW. I'm actually wrestling for them again this weekend. But yeah, it was me and I believe Christian Mills. We took on the Only Cams. Yeah, I had to get one of my chops in.
Yeah. And speaking of tag teams, you actually have a tag team partner as well too, who goes by the name of ATM.
Yes,
So
Alexander Theodore Monet, but all the people out there can call him ATM.
okay, awesome, awesome. That's a pretty cool name. Like kind of like you had Montel Von Tavius Porter, and
Yeah,
then like MVP for short. So yeah, that's cool.
yes,
So
he's
how did
the
y'all end up?
prophet.
So how did y'all end up becoming like a tag team?
Um,
Like how did you come together?
we met at a ARW show back in April, I believe, and that was back then when he was reffing. Like he was a referee while he was training to wrestle, and then finally he made the transition. And we met. We just started talking. We ended up becoming good friends. Finally, for one of the ARW shows, they needed a tag team partner for me, and thankfully he was able to step in. And then we became the California Kings. And then we're tagging again this weekend for ARW at what's it called, Reindeer Games.
Oh, nice. I thought your tag team. When I saw you and Christian Mills, I thought you and Christian Mills were actually a tag team, but there we mentioned ATM. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's his other. That's the California Kings tag team. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He actually
So
just flex too.
wait, pardon?
Yeah, ATM. Yeah, he graduated flatbacks October 11th. Or not
Oh
October,
man, we gotta get him.
December 3rd. I'm sorry.
We gotta get him on the show, man. Like real talk. But y'all just doing the damn thing down there in Florida, man. Like flatbacks. Ooh, man. I'm very impressed by y'all. So
Appreciate that.
I just got two more questions before I turn it over to Rob. And my second to last question is you you have the name the God of Swag. So what are some what are some songs? What are some like when you're working out, when you're getting ready for the ring? What songs get the God of Swag into that mode to like show everybody what it is and what's up in the ring?
So like whenever I work out, I have like a certain playlist I use just for the gym. It's mostly consisted of some Juice World, some Lil Uzi Vert, but mostly it's Billie Eilish. That's who I listen to the most.
Hey, honestly, yo, Billie Eilish won a Grammy, right? Tell me she won a
She won
Grammy.
like 7 of them.
She deserves it. That woman is talented. I listened the first
Sure.
time I listened to her was when I was in Japan, and there was a song called, I think, Bad Guy, and I'm like, yo, this is pretty catchy. And
Yeah,
she did one for, she did the James Bond theme song
die.
for,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
actually
for No Time.
the first time I listened to her was actually for a NXT Takeover event. I think it was New York in 2019 during WrestleMania 35 weekend. She did the song for that. I think it was called "You Should See Me in the Crown." That was a good one. That event was actually pretty good too.
Yeah, if I ever were to become a wrestler, I like, and I had the money, or like Vince McMahon backing me, or I'm like one of Vince McMahon's favorites, or heck, even go to AEW, and I'm one of Tony Khan's favorites, to the point where I could actually ask for a favor. I'm like, hey Tony, Vince, can I get Billie Eilish to sing me out to the crowd? Because
That's
she has
dream.
she's just one of those people that any song, you know, can get you
Yeah,
pumped,
that
pretty
because
much.
like I've seen her perform like in videos on YouTube and stuff. I've seen her perform a lot, and she really gets into it. Like she's jumping all around stage, and that's just to have that like be like behind me while I'm coming out making my entrance would be a dream come true.
Wow, that's awesome. Billy, if you see this, you got a fan here. You know,
Yes, a
hopefully,
huge.
honestly, I hope that happens for you, man. I definitely hope, because I always like to see people like, you
Or
know,
to get a custom theme song, that'd be pretty cool.
yeah, 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 definitely. I would definitely, in all honesty, I'm the worldwide star boy, so I would definitely dream, not the dream. The Weekend has a song called "I'm a Star Boy,"
Yeah, yeah.
so I'll be like,
I
I would
listen to.
love for Dream to customize that and say, and make the chorus be not the Dream, the Weekend. I'd love for him to like remix it and put it to, instead of I'm a MFN Starboy, like I'm the worldwide Starboy. That would be pretty cool,
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
know.
that would be cool. It'd be super cool.
Yeah. So one more question. So who are your top 5 opponents that you would want to wrestle in the near future? They could be from anywhere: WWE, AEW, Impact, the Indies, Japan, anywhere.
I Well, my number one would obviously be my favorite superstar of all time, and that's Jeff Hardy. I'd love to face Jeff Hardy at some point in my career.
Okay.
See who the other four would be. Ace Austin. I like Ace Austin a lot. I just worked a show with him
Oh,
this past weekend. So yeah, I'd like to work Ace Austin. Let's see. Samoa Joe. I've always been told I look like Samoa Joe Jr., so I would like to work him. Let's see who else. Me and Cameron Stewart have a couple matches already, but I'd like to run it back with him a couple more times on bigger stages. And
okay.
let's see, number 5. I don't know, maybe one of my coaches on TV. That'd be kind of cool. Wrestle one of my.
Awesome. Well, I definitely hope you get to do all those matches and whatnot. And I wouldn't mind. I've never seen you and Cameron Stewart before, but I definitely wouldn't mind seeing that. Because I know Cameron Stewart, he's pretty good at what he does. His drop kicks are crazy
Amazing.
too. Like, for some reason, when I see him, he gives me like a young Randy Orton vibe,
Yeah,
like that kind of.
he's incredibly talented and like he really deserves like the recognition. He puts in the work
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I could definitely see him doing an RKO and doing the whole bam thing. I'm like,
Oh,
there he goes. Hey,
we had a
I'm
match
sorry, man.
this past summer, and I went to pop him up and catch him, but then he turned it into a cutter on me. So he has done RKO on me before.
What? Yo, I gotta see that, man.
Yeah, he's.
But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Rob. Kind of, Rob has a couple questions for you. So Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Remy. So what's going on, Austin, man? How's everything going over there in Rodeo Drive, man?
Has
Rodeo
done,
Drive has those. They have those stores with like Versace, right?
yeah, Versace,
Versace and all that.
Louis Vuitton, all the name brand stuff.
That's right, man. Yeah,
His
man. Oh man, The only thing I know about that is I wear the Versace cologne, the blue stuff. You know what I mean? It comes in the little blue
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
about this big.
Hmm.
That's the only thing that's the only thing I can splurge on. You know what I mean? To go, do the thing.
Yeah, I
I don't
use
have no swag at all.
Dior. That's what I use
Yes,
is Versace and the Christian Dior.
nice. Yeah, I'll splurge on that. I'm like, let me go get that. You know what I mean? That's my thing. My high dollar item. Other than that, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So how's everything going today, man? Everything, busy day. Anything interesting happen?
Yeah, actually, I got a tattoo this morning.
Oh, nice, man. What'd you get?
I hope my mom's not watching this because this is supposed to be a surprise, but
Oh, never mind. You ain't got it. No. You're
I'll
good.
just
You
go ahead and
good.
show it. It's a little
Oh,
bumblebee.
word. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
I got that
That's
this
pretty long. That's.
super cold here in Indy. I miss the Florida heat.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, man. Yeah, what was it like, man? We're going from Indy over there to Florida, man. Was it like, yo, this is awesome, man. I can do
Like
the winters here, man.
when I first got there, it was different because I'm so used to Indianapolis's weather. So like it was hot to me when I got to Florida, and then saw the winters, and everyone's walking around with like these fur coats, and I'm just like in a shirt and shorts. I'm like, this feels amazing to me, but now it's just like I'm used to the Florida weather, and it's like that's like home to me now. And I come back here to Indianapolis, and it's like too cold, and I'm like, get me out of here. I want to go back to the heat.
That's right. Yeah, man, it's getting cold around here too, man. I know when that snow starts coming, I'm gonna have to start shoveling driveways and all. You know what I mean? 'Cause I got dogs, man. I got to shovel like a place for them to go to the bathroom, man. 'Cause once snow gets too high, you know what I mean? 'Cause they're beagles, and sometimes it might get high, man. They're like, yeah, I can't go to the bathroom. This, what, you crazy? So I
Yeah,
got to
that's
hook them up.
when I came back here to work the show this past weekend. Like I was looking forward to the snow. I wasn't looking forward to the cold though. And then I
Mm.
get here and there's no snow. I'm like, well, this is sad.
Oh man. Now, did you get hit with those storms that went by? That like the tornado thing? Did it go by you?
I personally didn't feel nothing here, but the town that I was wrestling in, the power went out in the entire town, and they had to delay the show a little bit. But we ended up getting everything back on and up and running, and to have the show go on.
Oh, well, that's good. At least everybody's good to go. Safe sound, man. That's good. Man. So, I did want to ask you, man, yeah, how long do you have, man? Because I did see something on there Thursday. This movie's coming out that I've been excited to see. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It might be early. It may be Friday. It comes out, I think, late Thursday, whatever.
it comes out. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
it's supposed to come out Friday, but the special premiere is on Thursday.
Yeah, so how excited are you for it, man? Are you pumped? Are you going to go see it? Do you got tickets yet?
I got tickets for Thursday, Friday, and Monday.
What? Oh man, I haven't got tickets yet, man. I'm kind of debating on whether I want to go drive it's 40 minutes away, see it in IMAX or go to my local one. It's like not in IMAX, but I'm like, man, I might have to go do the
Yeah, what
IMAX thing.
was my theater by my house? They have it in regular and IMAX. So I got Thursdays and Fridays in regular, and then Monday I got IMAX tickets.
Ooh, yeah, that IMAX gotta be good, man.
I
I'm probably gonna have to. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able. It's probably sold out Thursday and Friday. I'm probably gonna have to be like Sunday or Monday. I'm gonna have to go see it or whatever. So I'm definitely staying offline those that weekend. Those few
of
days.
course,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna do
spoilers,
anything.
nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I mean, oh man, I really want to see it because this hopefully gonna kick stuff off. Because I heard Blade was at the in the end of the Eternals, like his
oh
voice.
yeah,
He had a
yeah,
little voiceover
sure.
and stuff. I'm like, oh man, yeah. And then Shang-Chi. Oh man, that
Oh,
movie
so
like.
good, so good.
See
That
that those I love those movies like that because man, like I didn't know anything about him really. You know what I mean? Like I know a little bit about comics when I was a kid, but like Black
mhm.
Panther and Shang Chi, I didn't know. But when I watched those movies, I was like, yeah, I'm all in. Like Wakanda forever. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, I was
Shang
like,
Chi, I'm ready to. I'm
wait, what?
ready to. Oh yeah, oh man.
Yeah. Besides wrestling, like Marvel is one of the things I've always loved too. Like Spider-Man has always been my favorite superhero, and like this past summer I did a movie, like a wrestling movie. And I've
Okay.
always like wanted to also get into acting besides wrestling. So another dream of mine would be to play Spider-Man 2099 in the MCU. That would
Oh
be
nice.
I would love to do
That,
that.
that would be awesome, man. Yeah, because they're doing the multiverse thing, man. I think with this one, man.
Yeah,
Oh man, that would be cool. Yeah,
seeing,
man, you gotta talk to them,
seeing
man.
Green
You know they got
I got come
they
back.
got
This is insane.
Yeah, they got spots open, man. It's like that Jet Li movie, The One, man. There's like 50 million of them, man. You know what I mean? There's like one of
Yeah,
every kind. There you go, man. Just every type of spider, man. One that's 20 feet tall, one that's 20 inches tall. You know what I mean? One that's
yeah,
like yeah, everything. It's
yeah.
awesome.
It's a good time to be a Spider-Man fan because you got Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, the video game coming out. You got the Spider-Man movie coming out. Spider-Man on Disney Plus this series, and then you got Morbius coming out. Just had Venom 2. Like it's insane what they're doing right now.
Yeah. Yesterday we had a show, and our guest we were talking about it, man. He's an X-Men fan, and we were talking about that because Disney, I think it was Disney Plus said X-Men 97.
Yeah, I
Like
think
they're
they're like doing a new series of it.
Yeah, I was because we were debating like, man, is it gonna be like the old school X-Men? Is Wolverine gonna have the yellow jumpsuit on, man? Is it gonna be like that? 'Cause that's how it was when I was a kid, man. On Saturday morning, I watched that, man.
Yeah, like always growing up watching the cartoons and movies, like this Marvel is has always been my thing. I'm not really a fan of DC. Like I'll watch the DC movies, but they're not my favorite.
Yeah, I like DC. It's not I don't hate on them, but the only thing I hated on it for was the Batman v Superman. They tried to go all in on the death of Superman, just
That
like
was way
right
too.
off the bat. Like, yeah, they should have took the Marvel playbook, build it up, do like Justice League, and then
Yeah,
end that as like phase whatever, and then the next phase, funeral for a
yeah,
friend, you get all that.
for
Yeah,
sure.
but yeah, I didn't. I was like, oh. But I did like Ben Affleck is a Batfleck though, man. Batfleck was pretty cool. I didn't mind him. He was pretty all right.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see that new Batman with Robert Pattinson. Like the trailer makes it look really really good.
Yeah, because what's his name's playing Penguin? Oh dang, Colin Farrell, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yes. Oh yeah, I heard he's coming back for like a HBO Plus show with the character Penguin too.
Oh, that would
He's
be
doing
cool.
that too.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
cool
yeah,
because
it's
I
pretty
remember
cool.
watching Danny DeVito back play the Penguin back in the old Batman's. Now
Oh
they're
yeah,
like,
Danny DeVito is so great. Oh man, yeah. I'd like to see Danny DeVito go back to that 'cause I'm a fan of Always Sunday and get to see Frank Reynolds go back there be the Penguin. Oh, that'd be so awesome.
yeah, and I know they're doing the Flash movie with Michael Keaton's Batman, which I don't know
Hmm.
if it'll work, but
Oh yeah, that I love that Batman. When that came out, I was all in because I was in like first grade when it came out, second grade or something. I had the Batman shoes. They were all black with like all the yellow bat symbols like all over them. You know what I mean? There's like 50 million of them. Those were my pride shoes. I love them things, man. Like my feet, they started growing. The toe was going out, and I was like, nah, I don't want to throw these away. I'll just wear these as sandals. You know what I mean? I love these. Man, you can't not my Batman shoes. Oh, come on.
oh, that's
My mom
hilarious.
was like, no. Yeah, my mom was like, no, you got, come on now. Like, come
I
on.
was kind of I had this Spider-Man shirt and I never wanted to take it off. So I just actually found this out a couple of years ago. When I was a kid, my mom told me whenever I fell asleep, she would take the shirt off, wash it and dry it, and then put it back on me. And I just
Oh,
found out
nice.
years ago.
That's funny. Oh, man. So, I just got like a couple more questions, man, and stuff, because I know you got things to do, man. But after you're done training and stuff, man, what was your first match like, man? Do you remember your first match? Is it one of those ones like, man, it's buried in a vault somewhere, never to be seen again, or is it like, I did all right, it
Yeah,
wasn't the
my
best or whatever, but
my first practice match was all right. But my first match in front of a live crowd was a just some random tag team match, and it felt weird, like seeing people for the first time, like wrestling in front of people. I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of scared. But then as soon as I stepped through the curtain, like all of it went away. I think the only thing wrong with it was I got kneed in my jaw, like dead center, like right here, and it was sore for a couple of days. But other than that, like it was a good match, I think.
now I gotta ask you, like when I did like my first went out there first time to ref a match and all, I'm in the ring and all. I didn't hear the crowd at all, really. I mean, usually if when I'm a fan, you hear everybody. Shh. But I was in there, I didn't hear anything. I mean, it was so weird. What I mean, like I would hear the chants, like when the workers they're over there getting the chant, like "Let's go," whomever, da da da. But other than that, I was like, man, this is weird. I didn't hear anybody. What I mean, like, did you get that feeling too, or whatever?
Yeah, my first match, yeah, I was like, wow, this is super super quiet. Like obviously people's making noise, but I'm like,
Hmm.
is my ears working? Like it sounded like it just sounded completely different than what I thought. But now I'm used to it. Like I know, like I hear like people who's in the ring. Like I don't know how, but like when the fans are screaming, they still sound so quiet to me. When people who's in the ring with me, when they
Hmm.
whisper or whatever, like they sound so loud. I'm like,
Hmm.
something's going on with my hearing. Like it's like as soon as you step in the ring, your hearing is like flip flops.
I know, yeah, it's crazy because you're sitting there. I feel like, because I remember just seeing him, man. He would be in the ring and just be like, "Shinsuke now, Shinsuke," just yelling and all. I feel like, like if I'm trying to communicate, I feel like, like I'm like that, but it's like, nah, you can't hear nothing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's weird, man. It was so crazy. I was like, all right. Now I got used to it. It was like, all right.
yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, before I pass it on back to Remy, I do want to ask, man, your next match is this weekend, man. And can you tell us more about it? Where's it at? Do you know who you're facing?
So this weekend it's Sunday, December 19th, in I believe Melbourne. Is either Melbourne or Coca Florida? Right? It's one of those two. For ARW, Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling, me and my tag team partner, ATM, the California Kings, we're taking on another team. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to announce it yet because they haven't announced
Okay.
it yet, but I do know who I'm working. And then we're also doing a battle royal later that night. And I forget what the winner gets. I believe it's a title opportunity though.
Ooh. Well, that's awesome, man. Hey, I hope you win that battle royal, man, and get that title opportunity, man. That'd be so awesome, man.
Yeah.
See you holding that gold.
I told ATM, I said, we're tag team partners, but when it comes down to if we're in the final two, we'll have to shake hands and, you have to hop over that rope.
There you go. Well, at least you got your tag partner in there, so you two can, make sure you're the final two. You know, what I mean, you can
Yeah,
dump
we can,
everyone out, and then, hey, let the best man win.
for sure. I feel like every time I'm in like a battle royal or something, like somehow we always end up in like the final five or something.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully
That's
this time
pretty cool.
I actually win.
That's what's up. Yeah, hopefully you get that title shot, man. You start getting that gold, man. Just oh yeah, that's awesome, man. So yeah, before I let you go, I want to pass back to Remy. I do want to say, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Come on, chat with us. I definitely had a blast. I wish nothing but the positive things for you, your family. I hope you start winning that gold all around the country and all that, man. Just go around kicking butt. And yeah, man, I'm rooting for the god of swag, man. Yeah, you go out there, do the thing, man.
I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Austin, thank you very much for taking time out to just shoot the breeze about wrestling and your career and so on. We really and truly do appreciate it. We'll try to get ATM on here real soon. ATM, if you're watching, don't go too far because we're coming for you soon, brother.
I do you guys a favor. I'll text him right after this.
Yeah.
Tell him he needs to
But
get on.
yeah. But yeah, like Rob said, man, we wish you nothing but the best, and best believe if we see you on TV, if I see you on TV, I'll probably be hitting up Rob and Kathy, like our other host Kathy, and be like, "Yo, look who's on TV! We just had him on here." Like, yeah, it's crazy, and we like to see that. We like to see people go on and do great things, and we've had people on here that have actually gone on to be signed and so on, and we're just naturally happy for them, man. Because we always believe that if you work hard, you deserve to be rewarded for your hard work, and we like to see that. So, with that being said, we're about to go ahead and shut this down. But before we do that, Austin, where can fans find the God of Swag when they want to find out when his next appearance is, when the next California Kings appearance is, and where can they find you when they want to purchase Austin Phoenix merchandise, California Kings merchandise, and most importantly, where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to
bookers
book
and promoters can email me at 13 austinphoenix13 at gmail.com, or send me a DM on my Instagram, which is austin_phoenix_13. And for fans, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, which is austinphoenix13. I have a Facebook page. I really don't post much on there as much as I do my Instagram and Twitter, but you can still follow that if you'd like. And then my Instagram bio, I have a link to all my social medias. And you can actually buy my merch on Pro Wrestling Tees. You can get the original design, and I also have 2 more designs up on that website as well.
Awesome. So y'all definitely heard, he's on social media. Give him a follow. And also he has merchandise. So go ahead and cop some, Austin Phoenix merchandise. If you wanna get that swag, if you wanna get that
you gotta
drip,
get up to top tier level.
yeah, man, you definitely gotta do that. So, go ahead yeah, go ahead on Pro Wrestling Tees. Go cop a Austin Phoenix shirt. You know me. I always say support indie wrestling. So go ahead, and if you can't make the shows in person, this is how you can support indie wrestling: is buying the shirts, the eight
Or
by
support.
tens, and so on. Because 90% of your wrestlers, 95% of your wrestlers that you see in AEW and WWE, where they come from, the indies. So why not be there from the beginning, as opposed to wait until they get popular then to become a fan? You know what I'm saying? It's always great to say, yes, I was a fan before. I was a fan of Austin Phoenix before he made it WWE or AEW or Impact. Matter of fact, the shirt I'm wearing, you can't find in AEW or Impact or WWE, because you know why? It was before he got big. It was on Pro Wrestling Tees. Like John Morrison and Miz would say in 2008, be jealous. So yeah, that's why you should support it too, man. You know. So with that being said, it's about time for us to shut down the show. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but we will be back as William Shakespeare. Wait a minute, I'm quoting William Shakespeare? I'm officially getting old, Rob. But yeah, it's about time for us to shut down the show. But before we do that, Rob, where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find away your next appearances, purchase Rob-based merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Rob_base82, and then Facebook, YouTube, Rob Base.
Awesome. And if you want to find me on social media, not that I have anything cool to say, but who knows, maybe you get lucky and actually hear me say something cool. You can find me on Twitter at the Remy Blue. You can also find me on Facebook as Remy Blue. You can also find our podcast on social media. We're on Instagram and Twitter at Ringside Society. We're on Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. And we're also on Spotify, where we have some of our episodes from our last two seasons. And we are also on YouTube, where we have a lot of our episodes, like this one, like the episodes the interviews we did with Cameron Walker, Cameron Stewart, Avery Bro, Eli Perez, Cowboy Stacey Ellis, and many others. You can find them on our YouTube channel. Just go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society, and once you see that sweet OMG dark blue and light blue yin yang sign with the blue flames around it, you'll know that's us. Subscribe to all our videos. We have a lot more cool videos coming as well too. So with that being said, oh, I forgot, we also have a Teespring store where we sell official Ringside Society merchandise. We have t-shirts, tank tops, long sleeve shirts, hoodies for hoodie season. We even have coffee mugs for your favorite warm beverage. Definitely, go out, go ahead and cop some merch from us. All proceeds go back into keeping this show afloat. Doesn't go back into our pockets. And speaking of merchandise, we have our Christmas giveaway going on right now, and we're giving away, not now, it's not two lucky winners, but three lucky winners, courtesy of the Diamond Sheep. We have three. We're giving three lucky winners. Will get a Ringside Society hoodie of any color. We have various colors, but the catch is you have to answer all three of our questions correctly in order to be put in the running for those merchandise. So we have the video on Instagram. We're gonna post the questions again tonight, so that y'all can definitely get a chance to answer them. And yeah, good luck to those entering. But with that being said, it's about time for us to shut down the show. Thank you very much to all those that tuned in tonight. We really and truly appreciate it. To those of y'all that are gonna listen to us later on, thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Rob Bass at the Taco Festival, we ain't going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we just want everybody to know that we here at Ringside Society are very well and aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for Flat Bats Wrestling School, and one time for the God of Swag, who you'll now be able to play in Return of the Indies 22 by Vadrix Games, Austin Phoenix.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back tomorrow with another amazing episode exciting episode, whatever adjective you want to call it. But until then, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.